It says so right there. It says we are live. Well, I hope so, because we got some exciting news. Haha, I got something in the mail. That's the news. I know. Well, it might not be exciting to you. I don't know. But I'm actually going to review an airbrush gun in this video. So if that's something you want to see, stick around. If it's not, stick around anyway. What would it hurt? So, guys, I've got something cool to show you. And I haven't even taken it out of the package yet. But this company has sent me an airbrush gun before. And they had me review it. And I did so. It's in my live playlist there on the YouTube. And if you're interested in one of these, I have a link in my description with a code for 10% off. How cool is that? So you make your decision. Go check it out. Go shop around. Don't let everything I say be concrete. Now, for the credentials, I am Crazything the airbrush guy. I have been airbrushing full time for 5 years. Full time. That is my legitimate business. I am an airbrush artist. Not an organized person. That's exactly where that's supposed to go. Don't you worry about it. Look at that. Still sealed up in the box. Now, gallery is how I pronounce this, but you can pronounce it however you want. From what I gathered on the first review I did, this was a good beginner to mid-level gun. A good beginner to mid-level airbrush gun that seemed like it would hold up to quite a bit, which is cool. Personally, in my business, I use Iwata Eclipse. Now, from time to time, I get what I call my throwaway guns, which is a master brand, and they don't work very well for me. They just don't. So, when I heard this company reach out and ask me, hey, we saw that you have a good passion about what you're doing, and we would love for you to check out our airbrush, I was like, you know what? That'd be pretty cool. So here we are. Ta-da! So hopefully the credentials will work good enough. If you don't know who I am or this is your first time here, please check out some of my videos. You can see some of my work. I am a freehand airbrush artist. Now, what that means is I do not use stencils ever. I have my own style. I will not use a stencil. It's just not my thing. I don't use tape. Like, I didn't tape anything off. I didn't draw it first. To me, if I can draw it first, then that means I can airbrush it. So why do it twice? But again, that's just me. That's the way I do things. This is all my work, my style. I'm not telling you that's the best way. I'm not telling you that's the way you have to do it. I'm telling you how I do it. All right. So I have, I think, removed the tape. I'm excited. I don't know what's in this box. Like, me and the person, the representative for this company, were talking in emails about several different airbrush guns that they have. They got several different series, different models, different sizes, and so I don't really know what they sent me. We're going to find out together. You know what? I might even let you find out first. Here. What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, well, that didn't work. All right. Well, look, the packaging's good. I can tell you that. You didn't see nothing, and nothing broke. I don't think. All right, so we got some bubble wrap. That's always key. I use a lot of bubble wrap in my shipping. So here we go. It made the noise, not me. Look at there. That's some pretty snazzy right there. Side feed and siphon feed. The Ace Series Swallowtail SD. Wow. That's pretty sharp. All right, so where are we at here? Got a lot of instructions on the back. Tells you what all it comes with. That's good. That's handy. Information's always nice. The packaging is very classy. All right, now be smarter than the package. I see a piece of tape right here. We're going to get out my handy dandy Can't show it on camera device to open up that tape. All right. There we go. I love the packaging. They really put a lot into that because you don't have to. You know, it could be very simple packaging. Now, the first one I reviewed, it had this. This is really, I'm impressed. Let me tell you before we get started, I am impressed by the company. And that takes a lot. Sorry. I just who I am. But these guys, the packaging could easily be all show. But look, it's got an entire schematic and diagram of every part that comes with it. Inside and outside. Now, for the first time you take this apart and you put it back together and realize there's something missing, like, you're going to wish you had this. Because we all know how we are with instruction books, right? But that's pretty handy. So what do we got? Again, that's classy. I like it. Everything's got its place. It's pretty sharp. What do you guys think? What do you think so far? Now, in order for a company to reach out to me and say, you know what? We like your style. We like your passion. We want to send you this. They sent me this for free. They're not paying me to make this video. I could have just kept this and never made a video. Nobody would know. And I did tell them, I said, I'm going to make an honest video. So we'll see how it goes. So it looks like it comes with everything you need. Now, look, this one already has a quick disconnect on it. Like it looks like it's ready to go. Huh. That's pretty cool. Let's get a feel for it. That trigger's nicer than the first one. You can feel it. When you've got experience, you can just feel it. Okay, so this is much better than the first one I got. The first one I got, I was a little fishy on it. The handle was loose from out of the box, and I was like, you know, it's not a major detail, but it is, you know, kind of important when you pick it up, it kind of rattles. This one, everything's tight. It feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. It's heavy, which means it's actually got some good materials in it. So far, so good. I wish you guys could feel this one. I will give you a nice little sneak peek. I love the grip. The grip is something that helps with fatigue. If you airbrush a lot, you'll really respect that grip. It's not something that I have gotten used to yet. I do know that Beth, my wife, my breath, she already likes the first one we got with this kind of grip. She's like, oh, I want to use it. And what she does is she goes and travels with me when I travel all over to do airbrush tattoos and events and my speedy hats and different things like that at parties. And so she goes with me, and from time to time she'll spray some, she'll help some. If I can get her liking it, then we're happy people. Because she's a beginner. A lot of beginners watch my stuff, so that's pretty cool. So, like I said, right now, first thoughts, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm impressed. So far, I am impressed. Now, something that I know very, very little about is the siphon feed. I just don't know. I'm assuming that would go right there. I don't use these. I don't have a desire to use these. I realize that a lot of artists before me use these. If I get time, I may play with that at a later date. But I already know if it functions, it functions. So just because I don't use it doesn't mean it doesn't work. All right, what do we got here? This is my top. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? Guys, if you're watching this later at a later date, please do me a favor. Please drop a comment on here for me. That way I know you were here. So that's got to go there. I don't know where else it would go, right? Do you? I've never done this before, so if this works, then it's foolproof, right? All right. The lid's nice and tight, so it's not going to fall off on you. Everything feels really nice. I will say that. The first one I was questionable about. They've definitely made me more of a believer now than they did in the first one. I like that it comes with the quick disconnect. I can plug this in. All right, ready? I haven't used it yet, so it's gonna hit you before it hits me. Oh, hear that? I got about 25 PSI going through it right now. So far, so good. Now, I want to give you beginners a piece of advice, regardless of what airbrush gun you use. Put this in it. I'm not going by any manufacturer or anybody else. I'm going strictly by experience. Put water in it. This is what I clean my airbrush guns out with, and this is what you should practice with. Ready? Oh, what'd that take? Seconds. Mere seconds. And I'm already airbrushing. Wow. That is, okay, so that's pretty cool. Yep, I didn't have to put a bunch of stuff together. It looks like it's got a good stream to it. Everything functions. So far, so good. All right, well, I mean, I like it. I'm impressed. It's got a good feel. It's spraying. There's no spit, no sputter. Right out of the box. Water is not a problem. If it'll spray water, it'll spray paint. Watch this. See that? See that? It's got a good, nice seal. Airtight. Nothing popped and blew apart. It happens, I'm telling you. So, awesome. Awesome. That is going to be an amazing tool in my arsenal. So, okay, so here's something else that this one comes with. This one, it comes with a 0.28 millimeter needle, and it comes with a 0.5 millimeter needle. So you've got two very different sizes. The 0.28 is going to be for your fine Details. Your 0.5 is going to be for your bigger projects. You're getting your overall fan spray going. So that's impressive. Very versatile. I like that. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about it. Like, they've really stepped it up. They have really stepped up their game. This is impressive. Okay, so the Gallery Swallowtail SD. If you would like to try one of these out, please go to the description in the video. Use my promotional code, Crazything Art, for 10% off. Like, you can't beat that, okay? That is a heck of a deal. I hope every single one of you go get you one of these, because I think you're going to love it. It just depends on what you're doing. Okay, so let me be fair here so this doesn't sound like a commercial. I'm going to tell you the only thing that I don't like about it. And this is the same thing that I discussed in the last one. With this kind of grip and this kind of trigger, it's comfortable, but you've got a lot of trigger play. So that only means that when you're getting down to the nitty gritty and you got your little bitty needle in here and you got your paint thinned out really, really good and you're trying to work on those little bitty details, you might get a little bit of hesitation. But that's the only time you got to worry about that is when you're airbrushing something like a dime. Yeah, I do that. If you're airbrushing like a dime and you want to get down there and you want to do those teeth, then you might have a little bit of a hesitation. So you might want to be careful and practice first at those little bitty spots like that first before you get in there and actually just go for it. But no, I like this. I'm not going to put any paint in it for this video because of a time thing. I don't want everybody in here having to watch me for an hour, get ready. I didn't even bring paint out. I wanted to pour water in it. I didn't know if I was going to have to spend an hour putting this thing together. I had no idea. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know what they were sending me, but I'm impressed. I am seriously, seriously impressed. They have definitely, they've definitely showed out. So, once again, this one is the Gallery. That's the Gallery. Swallowtail SD is what this is. It is a good airbrush gun. I will put my name on it. I will tell you that it's good. I already know it's going to paint just fine because if it'll spray water, it'll spray paint. That's just the physics of it. It won't have any issues. I'm sure there'll be some tip dry with acrylic paint, but that has nothing to do with the airbrush gun. That has to do with the paint. Thin your paint out so that it's the consistency of milk. It'll spray out just fine. Keep it clean. That's the key, to keep it clean. So to clean this dude out, that's all I gotta do. Look, I just took it off. I can clean it out. I can spray it out, pour water in there, clean it out. We're good to go. I like that. Okay, so, all right, I'm impressed. That's my final thoughts. I'm happy with it. I like it. I'm impressed. I'm going to leave it at that. Get you one. Go get you one. I'm telling you, go to the link in my description there. Go to the link and go check it out. Now, myself, I am an Iwata airbrush user. That's what I use in my daily. So that is the workhorse. And I know, oh, I can't believe you're mentioning the other, well, that's who I am, guys. I'm just honest. I'm going to tell you what I use, and I'm not going to tell you that I'm using this new one every day. I'm not going to tell you that, but I am going to tell you I am going to use it. My wife is going to use it. My kids are going to use it. I got no problem teaching them how to use it, especially with that other trigger. So that's going to be really cool. I could see me using these at the fairs and the events that I do. This is going to be just another tool in my arsenal. I like that. So guys, I appreciate you coming and seeing me. If you came here for whatever reason, please drop a comment in the video so I know you were here. And go get you one of these airbrush guns. If nothing else, even if you don't buy one, please go through the link in my description and go look around. Go see what they got. You see what I'm saying? Just go check it out. Go look at their price ranges, because I'm not going to tell you their prices. I'm not going to say, I think their price points are very fair for where they're at in the airbrush world. They're not trying to sell $500-$600 airbrush guns. They're not trying to do that. They are respectfully right where they need to be on their prices. So that's really cool. And now I can get you 10% off. So go check that out. I'm going to jump off here because I've got more videos to make. I've got some more content to push out because I post everywhere, all over the place, all the time, every day. Because I'm a very busy man, my schedule is 9 to 10 weeks full. If you're here to get on my schedule, go to my Etsy page. Go check that out. Search Crazything Art on Etsy. You will see me absolutely everywhere. But for now, I got to go. I'll see you in the next one.